I'll give it a few minutes before anyone comes in, and I'll make a video, do it live. Seems like it takes less time to upload on the YouTube side, processing this stuff. If anyone comes in, I'll talk to them. Someone's in the thing. And they gone. This is my last root beer. I only have sodas left. This is a Mark Twain cigar. Should have coughed before. Pretty nice. It's a big one. It's gonna be a nice hour cigar, so I don't know if I can smoke it all today. Alright, it's been 2 minutes. I'll give it until 3 and then I'll start the video. It's a beautiful night out here. We burned all the cardboard in the garden. The garden's kind of done. I need to pull some stakes up and stuff. Maybe this week sometime. We burned all the stuff off, all the boxes today, all the rest of them. And I lit the side of the garden off a couple days ago. Burned all that off. And then me and the kids, we had 2 bags of trash, mainly like meat stuff, and just dirty trash. I threw it on the burn pile and threw diesel on it. Showed the kids. I got one person watching. I showed the kids how diesel worked, and we burned basically the whole pile up. I mean, there's some huge ass sticks in there. Who's watching? What's up, TLR? How you doing, man? So I don't know if you've seen the group chat. I'm a sheep, according to people on Instagram. So I had a conversation with a lot of people over the past 24 hours, and someone called me a sheep, and I thought that was hilarious because I disagreed with their comment about the NRA. And I said, well, the NRA has nothing to do with that mass shooting. Nothing, at least up to date right now. And they said I was a sheep for believing that. And I'm like, you know what? You're the one supporting government. And I had 11 comments, and I went to click on Instagram, and only 6 of them was available. So I got blocked by a good bit of pages. So yeah, it shows 2, then 1, then 2, then 0, then 1. Yeah, it's the NSA listening to us. Which lately on YouTube, when I've been scrolling the reels, I just pop up on people's live streams. I don't even know who they are. Pop up. I popped on a few people yesterday, and they had the same recording of some kind of car accident somewhere. But I thought that was pretty freaking hilarious how they called me the sheep, and that I'm the stupid one. What other person said that I had no clue what I was talking about. Someone said I was a dumb fuck. And I basically, told them the truth that, well, I'm not supporting any of this gun control. I do agree with one person, though. He says it's crazy time to talk about guns. I said, yes, it is. It is a crazy time. Because I was always told by a YouTube channel that I don't really watch that much anymore, Active Self-Protection, that you always wait 72 hours before you talk about it. And I said, but Harris literally said it in, what, 2 hours, 3 hours about gun control? So, and I didn't say nothing on my page. I didn't make any videos about it until I started talking to people, until I just randomly seen idiots talk about it. And the things they talk about is just ridiculous. Like one guy I had a conversation with today was, he literally said, I got a torch now. I'm a professional cigarist. He said that I put a comment talking about Chicago and Baltimore, how it's beautiful this time of year. And he jumped on my page and commented like 5 times throughout my comments on the other thread that I was on and also my page, and said that, you see, it does work. Gun control does work, because if you ban all guns, there'll be no mass shootings. I'm like, okay, hypothetically, you ban all guns. Let's say you take every single gun away, then there'd be mass stabbings and mass hammers and whatever, fist and feet. And he's like, well, you stop the shootings. I'm like, so you just want to stop the shootings. That's all you care about. You don't care about stopping the evil people. You really don't care about stopping the evil people. My question has always been, and will always continue to be, what stops evil people from doing evil things? Because it's already illegal to murder people. And I said that. It's already illegal to rape. It's already illegal to murder. It's already illegal to try to commit a mass shooting or do a mass shooting. But it's still a thing. So I thought it's just crazy how he literally, sorry, she, it was a she because I looked on her page, said that it was, gun control does work if you take all the guns. I'm like, it doesn't work that way, because the felon that wants the gun has the gun. If the bad person wants the gun, they have the gun. And the legal immigrants that come over here, if they want a gun, they have the gun. Like, it doesn't. I mean, Chicago is a perfect example. Use that state, Baltimore, any of the liberal, anti-American states. It's really hard to get a gun legally. It's really hard to get a gun, period, even illegally, but they do it if they want to. And it's a gun control loophole. No, that's been debunked a million years ago. Oh, it's the next state over. Well, it's funny how that state don't have problems. That state don't have problems. Because here in South Carolina, we don't have much gun control. I mean, we do have the bullshit Republican stuff, but you compare like our state compared to Maryland, I step foot in Maryland with my pistol on me, I face 20 years in prison for just protecting myself. But here you're perfectly fine. But we don't have huge crime like they do. Now we do have crime, but nothing compared to the other states. And of course, people bring up other countries all the time. And I basically said that only 2 things. Yep, 100% true. One thing, morals and consequences. That's what I was talking about to a few of the comments. Was what's the consequence, right? Because a lot of these people plead insanity. Because we have no morals, no one believes in God, no religion. You can't even talk about that shit in school. And I didn't know until years and years ago that like CCLC, like Christian Learning Center, is actually not in the school. It's outside of the school, and you have to sign paperwork to be in the school. I never knew that. I never did any of that when I was in school. But yeah, the consequence. I'm like, well, have the consequence of if you do a mass shooting or attempt to do a mass shooting, you get killed live on TV. Pretty simple. 45 to the head, 44 Magnum to the head. So I don't care what it is. Live on TV. CNN, all the news medias have to stream it. Live on TV. You know, gallon of gasoline. I don't really care. And do something like that. You know. And then the biggest thing is they talking about Georgia is actually it's legal for teachers to carry guns if they choose to. Now they have to, of course, go through training and stuff. And I didn't look up the laws, and I might make a video about that later. But someone made a video about that, and so it's not the teacher's responsibility to protect the kids. I'm like, well, yeah, sure, I get that mindset, but it kind of is. Like, if the kids, there's 30 kids in their class, and your kid has a heart attack or a stroke, or get the fuck away from me, or a, asthma attack, you're the adult, you go help them, right? And I'm not saying every teacher needs to carry a gun, because every teacher is not going to want to carry a gun, but they have the option to carry a gun. And I don't know how many teachers in that school, I don't know how many teachers carried a gun or liked guns or had a gun on them or in their vehicle. I don't know. I do know an armed security guard stopped it. So a good person with a good heart with a gun stopped the bad guy with the gun. And he should have shot him and fucking killed him, but he made him surrender. So, it's the get rid of gun control, make it where it's execution, death penalty as soon as you even try to commit them. Put morals back in schools. I'm not a religious freak to no means. Like my father-in-law, huge. He goes to church 3-4 times a week. Like he's big into it. It's been telling me for years to go, and I never go to church because I just not that way. I'm not saying I don't believe. I don't think I need to go to church to believe anything. And I say, what the fuck's that? My fire's lit up a little bit, but I think if people had some type of following, I guess you would say, or some type of direction in life. And of course, this kid comes out as gay, so the question is, how much was he bullied? Apparently, the FBI knew about it. They don't care. The FBI knows about a lot of things, and they don't do nothing. But if he was bullied, does the school know about it? Because the FBI knew about some things. Does the parents know about it? The dad was arrested. And I forget what he was charged with. Oh, I forget the charges off the top of my head, but basically, I would say, manslaughter and facility, giving a gun to a minor, and I don't know. I don't agree with those charges. The question is always the why. The why. Why is he? Why is he? Why is he? Why did he commit it? Because he got bullied. Did he shoot the people that he got bullied by, or the teachers that he hated? Like, what was the reason? Of course, they will never say it, give you the truth reason. But my wife and me we talked about it. She said that people want to kill themselves and they go kill as many people as they can and they kill themselves. I said, yeah, people do that, but a lot of these mass shooters, they don't even kill themselves. They kill as many people as they can. Then they get surrounded by police or someone with a gun, or someone disarms them and they give up. It's usually no fight, and it's like, I think that Parkland, Florida shooter, he's still alive. And it's like, how is he alive? The taxpayers, the victims' families are paying for him to be alive, paying for his food every day. And we are okay with that. Oh, he's mentally insane. Oh, he doesn't know where he's at, blah, 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 all the bullshit they make up for all these people. And it's like, if you really want to fix the problem, fix the fucking problem. You know, I volunteer to fix the problem. But, I mean, look at the prison system, look at a lot of the government systems we have. No one cares about fixing them. So, this is a cigar that I bought probably like a month ago now. It's a Mark Twain cigar. Um, and I got it because I thought it was a really nice cigar based on what I looked at. But um, the leaf bottom wrapper's being weird. Burn that off. But pretty good. It's a thick, big cigar. I think it was $6.99, both of them, $5.99 and $6.99. I have another one that I bought from the cigar shop. It was a Bone Shaker, Bone Crusher, something like that. It's a little bit bigger than this, and I'm like, ooh, I might be scared to smoke that one. But I did get all my other cigars in, so I'm good for like 5 years. But I thought it was funny how people, just how they called me sheep, and how the masses of America, they don't even pay attention, they don't care. And then of course you have these people from other countries that are saying shit like, well, over here we don't have this, over here we don't do this. I'm like, yeah, but you get arrested for hate speech, you get arrested for saying anything bad. In their opinion, you can get arrested for. You are controlled. Your pellet guns have to be registered. Oh, we have guns over there. Yeah, your pellet guns, your fucking pellet guns that 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds have over here, you get arrested for that. Getting smoky out. My fire popped up a little bit. I burned off, there's 2 pine trees. I burned off that, and then my stepdad, he sprayed Roundup like months ago, before he, like right when we moved in here, and I burned off that section where he hit the grass. It's amazing how confused and clueless the masses are. Yes, 100%. 100%. And I dealt with a lot of them over the past few days. And it's amazing to me how they comment and they are so confident in their answers because they live in Australia, or they base it off, Australia statistics or whatever. I think the one guy that I was one trip, the one video, he must have been based out of Australia. That's why I had a lot of people from there. But even the Americans I talked to, they're just like so stupid. And I get it. Like, you don't like guns, you don't understand guns, but don't say nothing. My biggest fear is to say something and like, oh shit. I teach kids for a living, and I'm like, I don't want to say something to them, and they come to me, 2 days later, like, well, you told me this, and I looked in the book, or I looked it up on YouTube, and this is the answer to this question for the history of Taekwondo, and I should know it as the owner and operator and instructor, highest one around here. I should know it. And I was told that by my instructor a long time ago. I was thinking about how burning the forest is one of the ways to eliminate. Yeah, it is. It is. It clears up all the underbrush, and it will help the growth 100%. I talked to the farmer, my neighbor, and he said after they get rid of all the chickens in their chicken farm, which they're doing this week, and finish picking corn, that he plans on getting the plow and plowing the field up, because the weeds are really overgrown. He said plow it up, let the winter kill it. So I'm going to burn that ditch off, and it's a slight breeze right now, but there was no wind at like 5, 6 o'clock tonight. So from like 5 until 8 o'clock, we was outside, and I could have burned more, but I didn't. I kind of ran out of time. I was playing with the kids during doing that. But I have 2 sections out there by the burn pile I want to burn. I burned one off probably early last year, but I need to burn it off again because it's really thick. It's just where we mow around, but if I can burn it off, it will kill a lot of spiders and help. But all the areas I burned off, it looks way better. Like where my neighbor burned off across the road, needs to be burned off probably one more time, and then you don't need to burn it off for like 5 years. So your property in Tennessee, that's what you need to burn. I got one little patch where we had some boards when we redid the house, and it won't grow, like the grass won't grow. And I took the flamethrower and burned some of it off, and then of course the drought happened. So I think I'm gonna, maybe tomorrow, I have the water hose out here, I might light it, a little bit of diesel, and light it off and let it burn. And then I'm gonna clean this section back here, because my biggest thing is I throw stuff out for the chickens, and lately, because of that, they've been digging the grass up. So I'm gonna stop doing that and walk it out to the tree or something. But I love burning. Like I said, I burned all the boxes, and then we went corn. I went corn picking and made a little video. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I got 3 bags, which I don't know the weight because I filled them up all the way to the top, and so I'm thinking, 200 pounds of corn, maybe something like that. What's up, Redbone? What am I smoking? I am smoking a good question. I just said it fucking like 10 seconds ago, and then you made me forget. Mark Twain cigar. I don't know what. It's just a normal $6 cigar from the cigar shop. How you been? Hope you've been doing good. Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, I just said it. I couldn't think about it. Yeah, it's Mark Twain cigar. It's pretty good. First time me smoking it. I bought it. I told the chat earlier. I bought it like a month ago, and I've been smoking the other ones. And I decided I played with this today. I'm like, I'm gonna smoke this today. Because I haven't smoked in a few days. I'm curious how the woods will look next time I'm down after having all the timber. Yeah, it might be a little bit better depending on how much winter they had and when it happened. They logged over there, and then the winter came and it popped up, and pine trees especially. I don't know how Tennessee is, but pine trees down here, they pop up really good. They pop up quickly, and there's a couple areas they cleared off not long ago, and it's, I mean, 6 foot, 7 foot tall trees and brush all in there. You're doing good, man. It's great. We need to, if I ever fix this fucking live stream, Redbone, I will text you. I had TLR on our live stream last week, and for some reason, it did not work the way we wanted it to, or the way I wanted to repost it. But I will get that fixed and try to get you on a live stream in maybe a week or so, maybe sometime soon, if you feel like doing it. Freedom Inc. said I need to use the streaming thing that he has, but I haven't done that yet. So Redbone, StreamYard seems to work. StreamYard, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I haven't downloaded it or looked at it. He told me, I was talking to him a couple of days after, the day after it happened, he told me about it. And I told him I'll look at it, and I was like, I haven't played with it yet. I know, I don't think you ever play with lives, but if you want to one day, we can get on here and just bullshit. Smoke a cigar together or something. As I was, sure thing, sounds good. Yeah, I try to play with it maybe tomorrow if I have free time. I plan tomorrow is to sleep a little bit, and then I'm gonna burn the rest of that, burn a couple things off, and probably go in the cornfields. I also need to clean my truck. That's something I need to do this week so bad. And then I need to scrap. I need to do so much shit. But this week just didn't happen for me. And today I had to keep the kids all day, and it was a hell of a day keeping them. What do you think about that shooting that happened, Redbone? Think it see any comments, any posts. That's funny. They called me a sheep because I believe everyone has the right to self-defense. Which one? Which one what? Who are you talking to? Me? I probably forgot what I just said. Which one's shooting? You have to explain more. I'm confused. Which one's shooting? Oh, I know you agree with everyone has the right, but how many comments have you seen that are stupid? Oh, which one? Which mass shooting? Okay, the Georgia one, the most recent one, to my knowledge. You know, minus all the Chicago ones that apparently don't count to these fucking idiots on here. I was trolling the past few days very hard on Instagram, so much that I've been having to charge my phone like 3 times a day. Yesterday was last night. I didn't go to bed until like 2 because I was trolling so hard, putting people in their place. And they would say, you know, gun control is good, this and that. I'm like, yeah, I'll go to Chicago. Please go to Chicago right now. See how you like that. All right. Trust law and Social Security, contracts. Gotcha. I wasn't going to dive into any of that bullshit, but I was scrolling Instagram and I found this person based, I think, out of Australia talking about the mass shooting. And 99% of the comments were idiots. And of course, I had to educate basically every person. And yeah, people got mad at me. Some people actually went on my page and commented on some of my personal posts. And of course, I had to put them in their place because everything they say just makes no freaking sense to me. Like, their biggest thing is the NRA. Blame the NRA, blame the Republicans, but never ever blame the shooter themselves. Never blame the shooter. Blame the gun. You know, blame the dad. Blame the police. Blame the school. Blame anyone else but the fucking shooter. Yeah. I've been telling people, my question to them, what law stops people from doing evil things? Because murder is already illegal. So give me an example. And they usually block me, or they tell me one person told me I was a sheep. Someone told me I was a fucked up Republican. Another person said I was a libertarian that knew nothing about how taxes worked and knew nothing how education worked. And I was like, I've never said anything about libertarian Republican. I never said anything about the NRA. I never said anything like that. Like, you know, and they call me a Trump supporter. I'm like, there's certain things I never speak about, and usually within a few comments they talk about it, and like, you guys have to talk about these things because that's your talking points. I can not talk about it and give you the truth, and you guys fucking hate it. So, social contracts. 3 people now. Cool. What social contracts? Is that like true? Yes, sir. Is that like contracts that you do by a handshake, or is that paperwork stuff? Or give me an example of that. Because I can tell you from experience, about 1 month ago, People walked out on me on a big contract, and there's nothing I can fucking do about it. Like, I can go take it to court and spend $75 fucking dollars to never get a penny. It's not even worth my time. And the contract would have been like $1,200, somewhere around there, approximately total. And I gave them a hell of a deal, but the next week, never heard nothing from them. They walked out. Oh, we can't afford it. I'm like, you just signed a contract. Are you that stupid? And my wife was talking. We was talking to my wife, and then someone else was talking to me. He's like, you don't take them to court? I'm like, trust me, I've talked to people about it. I've looked at it, but there's no point to. There's literally no point to. It's a joke. There's people that owe me money around here, and they can pay if they wanted to, but they never will. There's people that, the sad thing is, people that have the money to pay me will never pay me. The people that are want their kids in Taekwondo and working paycheck to paycheck, they pay me maybe a week late, or sometimes a month late. They pay me 2 months late. As long as they give me something and we talk about it, I'm fine. Like, don't run away from me. I'll stalk you down, kind of thing. But it's a complete fucking joke. I was didn't blow smoke out. Started talking. I was talking to the gym owner a little while ago. Social contacts are about anything involving state license, driving, marriage, small, etc. Small claims is a joke, unfortunately. Yep. Yes. Yes, small claims is a joke. I actually, corporate contracting, okay. I actually, when I got my business license 2 years ago, I talked with the one lady there. I said, where do I fill out? I said, I got a question, because, I paid my business license, because I'm a slave to you guys. I said, where do I fill out the stuff to potentially sue someone or take them to court that owes me, like, a shitload of money? Like, there's a couple people that owe me a lot of money, like a couple, $1,200, $1,300. And she's like, I don't know. I think you have to go to that office down the road. I'm like, so you work in the business license office and you don't know where I need to go for business stuff? Okay, sounds good. And then I looked it up, but I was talking to my gym owner, the gym that I go to, and he asked me, he's like, Zane, what belt are you? I'm like, 4th degree. He's like, yep. He's like, he was like, it's amazing to me how many people don't understand what they have and they lose it, because he lost some customers, a big, couple big clients that walked out on him. And he's like, and he's been in the gym industry forever. Like, he played college football, he coached football, he's been in the gym thing for a long, long time now. He owns his own gym for like 8 years, 7, 8 years, about the same as me. He's certified, he's state champion, he's a personal trainer, big fucking dude. And when he cuts, you don't want to punch his belly. And he's like, people just run away. I said, oh yeah, I have that all the time. People don't understand. I explain it to them. I talk to the kids, I talk to parents, and they're just gonna get this belt and leave. I had that not long ago. I had a kid, got his yellow belt, didn't even break the board, got his yellow belt the next week, quit. His mom came and paid me, and at least she came and paid me, but I said he didn't want to do it. Oh no, it wasn't for him. I said, then why the fuck did he come? Why the fuck did he test? He took 2 months to train and do good, and then you got yellow belt, which really isn't much, and then you quit a week later. I said, that's stupid. And of course, I tried with that kid, but I don't think he could hang. He didn't want to hurt anyone. And I think he was a little off on some things, if you know what I mean. Another kid said that before I said it, and I told Caleb his name. I said, the kid that hangs out with me all the time. I told him, I said, you can't say certain things here. I said, if you want to be my main man, and eventually when you're older, like teaching and helping out, and you and Andrew own the school, I said, there's certain things you can't say. I said, you can tell me after class privately, I said, but you can't say it in front of, 10, 12-year-olds because they will say it and take it fully out of context. And I said, I've been through that rabbit hole before, and it's not fun explaining, talking to parents about what you said or didn't say. I don't know if you watched any of my videos, Redbones, but me and my wife are trying to, eventually, we're dealing with some other stuff right now, but eventually certify the chickens so we can sell eggs. And we sell them locally, of course, and privately, but we want to sell them, at the store, at one of the mini marts, and maybe the feed store. And of course, you have to get licensed and bullshit and all that. And like, it doesn't look too hard, but it seems somewhat too good to be true. And I'm like, there's just money, paperwork, more money, taxation. Have to report everything. I don't know who's still on here. I did that. I was telling TLR not that long ago. I went to my buddy's house and I did that deal. We trade. I slaughtered some chickens a little while ago, and we traded 2 meat chickens, 18 eggs, and I got a bag full of catfish. So I might pull the catfish out Monday or so and have some catfish. It's all money transferring. But glad you are planning it out, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to plan it out. My brain wants to do it like right now, and like I'm gonna take my time and do it because the babies are not. I got 115 babies in the secondary shed, and they have a little while before they can all go. So I want to make it sure it's clean and nice before the agricultural people come here and look at it and tell me, oh, well, you paid $50 fee and we're not going to approve it or whatever. And I think I'm getting about 35 eggs a day right now. They kind of dropped down a little bit, so they'll be back up soon. Because we were getting 50 to 60 eggs, but we've been selling eggs like fucking hell. Like I think 2 weeks ago we sold 15 dozen. This week we sold 7 dozen, but again we haven't had that many eggs, so we was scraping by in the house, and the kids eat eggs every morning about for breakfast. I love eggs, but I can't eat them every day. I will eat eggs for like a week straight, and then I won't eat them for a month. The kids, they've been eating them like hell. Yeah, that is great. Making a little bit of money, so we can, pay our taxes and pay our bills. So, I think right now in the store for the shitty eggs, I think for the shitty eggs at the store right now, it's like $3.50 a dozen. We're selling for $3 a dozen. Obey helps a little. I eat 6 a day normally. Damn. When I was first got into weightlifting and doing that, I would have 2 to 3 eggs a day. But I would make egg in holes, and yeah, it's $4 a dozen, probably there. I think it was 3 something for the chitty eggs, and like it was 6 something for the organic eggs, and $7 for the pasture raised, which we would be considered pasture raised eggs. But I'm not selling them for fucking $10 a dozen. I spend no more than $50 a month on feed, and that's on the high end. So if I'm making $300 a week, there's no point to sell them more. And anyone that sells eggs more than $7, they're scamming you, in my opinion. I did go out there and get corn. I got 3 bags so far. Well, 3 bags yesterday, a bag and a half the day before. So I got this field to go to and the other field to go to. I might do that tomorrow. It rained a little bit this morning, just sprinkled. But a tree fell, and I grabbed a good bit of corn where the combine couldn't go, so hopefully find some more. But the corn's so bad this year, so if I can fill 8 to 10 bags up, I'd be happy. That will last me a few months, make it stretch out. Oh yeah, I feed scraps. I feed everything. So all the scraps from the house, and then my wife, she works at Chick-fil-A. All the old lettuce, the old buns, all the breakfast biscuits. Um, I get all those every day. So the chickens eat 2 to 3 boxes of lettuce per day, with biscuits and chicken and sausages and all that in it. And then of course I feed them to the dogs. You know, um, the meat. Nice, yeah. We got planned out. When I was dumpster diving, I would go to Dunkin' Donuts too, like once a week. But we don't go anywhere at night. We just stay here. But um, it's pumpkin season soon. So that church that I've been going to for a couple years now, I go there probably Halloween or the day before Halloween and get a truckload of all the stuff they throw out. They throw by the dumpster, and I dumpster dive and get all that, and probably swing by a few churches and load up on pumpkins. And that last year lasted me like a month, a little bit over a month. I spread them out between all the chickens, opened 2 a day for like a month, and then when they got rotten, I tossed them. Great dewormer pumpkins is what I hear. Okay, cool. I know for a fact pumpkin seeds increases sex drive. That's been proven in the bodybuilding world and all that. And based on me feeding them pumpkins for a month, them roosters was freaking wired and going crazy. They love those seeds. And I said, because it made you horny as hell. And I have 2 chickens that chase them. And my white chicken, I call him Raper. He rapes all the birds. He chases them in the field. He rapes them. he loves chasing any hen that runs. If you don't run, he's not going to get you. But there's tons of free food that I get. Pig Wiggly is right by my Taekwondo school, and uh, I go there sometimes. But there's a lady that her and her family have pigs, I'm assuming, and her daughter works there, and they get it. They get a lot of the food. So I go there sometimes and get the bread or whatever they throw away when I look. But sometimes there's nothing, sometimes there's a lot. But again, usually I always went at night, and now I don't go. But the one Dollar General that I did dumpster dive, the newer one, they locked up, and they put a big sign. They took the sign down because the sign was illegal, but they locked it up because they don't want anyone to dumpster dive. Oh no. And I was like, you guys are assholes. The shit that I found, I reused or gave away for free. Like years and years and years ago, I found 2 bags of toys, like G.I. Joe toys, and I gave them to a family with 3 boys. And I'm telling you, those 3 boys thought it was Christmas morning when I gave it to them. They trained at Taekwondo at the time, and I gave it to them, 2 bags full of G.I. Joes, like 4 years ago. And they was like 3, 6, and 7 years old, and they went crazy. Corporate liability, yeah. It's a bunch of bullshit, corporate liability, my ass. If you throw it away, it's fair game. No one's going to sue you. If anyone tries to sue you over trash, that's stupid. I've been caught a few times by certain people. But, yeah, it's... I've been caught by a few people and usually just talk to them. The manager at Pig Wiggly caught me one time, and I've been dumpster diving there years and years and years. And he caught me, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Taking the bread. Like, there's probably 50 loaves of bread here." And he's like, "Okay, you can't eat that." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm feeding it to my chickens. I've been doing this forever, man. Like, everyone from the loading dock, everyone back here knows me." How you doing? How you doing, man? Slow burn. But I caught one of the a couple years ago. One of the guys, one of not like not Bluebird or whatever company. They was throwing away tons of frozen stuff, like beans and shit. And I took them all. Like he gave them. He said, well, "I'm not supposed to give them to you, but if I look away, you can take everything out the thing." I filled the truck up. Like I don't think I recorded that or videotaped. That was before I was like active on YouTube. But I filled a couple boxes full of shit and took all the bread, all the lettuce, took everything. Like I came home before a truckload of shit. And me and my wife been talking about going to the bread place and trying to get like a truckload of bread once a month to feed the animals. I think I'm gonna do that starting probably soon, especially wintertime. Bluebird is jail stuff, although they used to give us at Scouts camp. Yeah. Well, the chickens didn't care. I don't know if it was that company or not. It was whatever. I didn't, whatever company it was, but it was a shitload of mixed vegetables and sweet potatoes, and oh, it was days and days of food. And since it was kind of cold out, I just kept them in the bags and opened 3 or 4 bags a day. And they had the chickens at the time. I only had like 20 chickens. Now I have like 200 and some chickens. So me and the kids played with the babies today, and they petted them, and definitely have a few roosters. My big main rooster, Frank, my little buddy, he is he's a Rocky, and he has 2 sons. One's a little bit lighter, one's darker. So I'm pretty sure one's a full breed, and the other one's like a half Moran. OJ in a can. Yeah. But there's a bread place in Florence County, which is about 45 minutes from me. Interstate probably take a little bit less. Back roads 45 minutes, and it's cheap bread. You know, like discount bread. You can usually, yeah, 200 chickens. I forget the exact count. It's like 215, 220 right now. That's 93 chickens outside, big birds. Um, and then I got 115 babies, something to that effect. But I got some free chickens not long ago. So I got everything written down. I did lose 2 babies. Just, I don't know how they was dead. Hey, NG, how you doing, man? These fucking mosquitoes pissing me off. But trying to make a farm. I got most of those. We hatched 19 chickens out of two batches, and 13 of them made it. 13, 14 of them made it. And then we went to Tractor Supply in Lake City, which is about 30 minutes in the opposite direction than we usually go. And they had 95 chickens left, and they clearanced them 50% off, and I bought them all. So reds, black Cesslinks, uh, black giants, and six or seven, I can't remember, 6 or 7 goddamn, 6 or 7 gray ones. Can't think of the fucking name. God damn it. Sapphires, there we go. Beautiful chickens. I had a mother before that was she was a great mother hen, and unfortunately the foxes killed her. But they were really, really fucking friendly. So our plan is to, based on my math, um, based on my math, we can get around $500 on the high end per week, and then on the low end, $300 if we sold all the eggs, 15 to 20 dozen. So Thanks, man. I'm still working on getting my lease of land. It's a shame, folks. Don't recognize their homes. Ain't there still. I think what I'm going to do is make it. I made some videos about chickens before. I think what I'm going to do is make a video, because usually when you order chickens, you can only get 20. You have to get 25 chickens, and I'm going to make my recommendations. Usually, Rhode Island Reds or Rockies. Those are the top two breeds, in my opinion. Got 5 people in here. I did get 2 turkeys, but they didn't make. They made it a little bit. One, I'm surprised she made it, but they made it, and then one died on a Wednesday, and then on Friday the other one died. Um, what are you guys talking about? Land stuff, way above my head. So down here in South Carolina, land is, you know, up and down depending where you live. I live in the middle of nowhere. There's a guy down the road, right next to I call them my neighbors, by the Mitchums, that have the cows. 20 acres of land with a 1996 single, I think it's a single wide trailer. Guess how much money he wants? $350,000. He has it listed on there. We finally found it today. Has it listed. He's never gonna get that. I mean, it's $200,000 more than it should be. Hi, whoever you are. I don't know that name. Don't recognize that one. But $350,000 for no, I can't read. Well, apparently Redbone knows you. I don't recognize the name, I'm sorry. Or the picture. Ooh, where am I going? There we go. Fucking owls going at it. Sounds like a bobcat out there. I wish there was a bobcat out there. I'd pop his fucking ass. Oh. I haven't seen a bobcat in a little while. Out here, we had pictures of them, but I haven't seen them in a little while. Four people. Yeah, I apologize to. That's a bobcat. That's definitely a bobcat, I swear to God. He's out there on the other side of the field. Pretty good cigar. I knew it would last. Damn, it's been an hour. I knew it would last a little while. Oh, what else was there to talk about? Copper prices went down. Copper prices was $3.75, and then it dropped down to $3.55, and then 2 weeks later it dropped down to $3 a pound for number 2 copper. pipe copper. So thought that was pretty interesting that it's dropping. I would think I know copper runs the economy. I would think copper would go up, but it hasn't. It's been going down. Aluminum went up like 10 cents, but anyway. It's so nice out here. Sit back a little bit. Shit. Fuck off. Oh. What am I drinking? I am drinking a root beer that I cannot pronounce. I'll show it to you on there. No alcohol, just a root beer. It's from Food Lion. It's the only one they had. We bought the Phillies root beer, and that was disgusting. So disgusting. So I like that root beer or the IBC root beer. Is the only ones I get. But I wish they had cans because it'd be cheaper to get cans. But I get them every now and then. And this hit or miss because most places don't have root beer around here. They have soda, Pepsi, Coke, Mountain Dew, all that shit. We have Pepsi now and bottles of water, but the only place that sells root beer all the time is Piggly Wiggly, and I don't like going there because they're expensive. Like dumpster diving there, not freaking going there. What you're drinking tonight, Redbone? I know you're drinking something. I lost 32 I missed a comment. I lost 32 birds. High life, LO. Yeah, high life. I don't drink alcohol, so I smoke a cigar every now and then, especially living here by myself. Sit out on the back porch, smoke a cigar every now and then, but we don't. My wife has, I got wine coolers dumpster diving, and we still have them. Like, I got a 24 pack. I think we still have like 10 left. So my wife's slowly going through them over the past year. And we have a bottle of wine that I found, and I think her mom brought it to us. I'm like, we don't drink wine. I think that's disgusting, but we have that. I don't know what the hell we're going to do with it. Cook with it, I guess. But I don't drink alcohol. Never have. I lost 32 birds a while back. Still not sure if it was coyotes or people. I vaguely remember you saying that, or someone saying that. You're better off leaving it be. Yeah. Yeah. I have a buddy of mine that I kind of reconnected with a little while ago, and he quit smoking. He hasn't smoked in almost 2 years, any cigarettes, because he was like a pack a day. But he drinks whiskey, vodka, whatever. He's trying to slowly quit that. And I was like, this has never been tempting to me. Like, I've always wanted to be that guy to have a cool cigar and try that, and then kind of fell in love with them. And again, I would smoke one every year or so, and then I didn't smoke anything for a couple of years. And we went to a wedding, and I had a few cigars and fell in love with them again. Yeah, hopefully it was coyotes, not people, because then you have a whole different problem. I lost a total of probably close to 80 chickens from foxes a little bit over a year and a half ago. But now I'm up to 200. If I didn't lose any of those babies, I would be up, like, if I bought everything I bought since then, I would be over 300 easy. Because I bought a batch of black giants at Tractor Supply, 25 of them. They all died except one. They got sick. It was too late to get a refund, any of that shit. So I lost a lot of money there. I was pissed. I moved them all in. I was having it the same way, free range, and the foxes kept getting in. Killed half the bunch. 2 days later, killed the other half. It's kind of my mistake that killed the other half, but, you know, I was like, shit, I can't sit out here all night. So I fixed the pen. We get all fixed. Only had one possum break in a little while ago. I killed the possum. Unfortunately, he killed one of the chickens. And I concreted all the holes and got it working better, but I've been put more. I got a lot of free wood lately, little side woods. You know, people cut, doing decks or whatever. I saved any woods I find at the trash dump, and I made some little more roost for the chickens. But never had a coyote. I had wild dogs try to get in, possums, of course, chicken hawks. We had a couple of chicken hawks flying around here lately. I have a blue hawk that flies around, but he's so tiny he doesn't do nothing. But he irritates me because he swoops around and scares the chickens, and he can't do nothing because he's so little. But I want him dead, and he won't die. I've spun him around a few times. There's multiple of them. I spun him around a few times in the air, but nothing happens. So, and of course, you know, I have a snake every now and then get in. I haven't had a snake get in there in a little while. A little chicken snake. Had a rattlesnake laying there. He was a big motherfucker. Up there in Pennsylvania, you have bears too, right? Wolves, all that. The biggest thing now we've seen is never met a rattler yet. No, you don't have rattlers up there? Shit. This rattler wasn't in the pen, but the chickens was acting weird. I walked out there and he was laying, and they just logged the land across from us. So pretty sure he's just passing through. But he was a big one. Could have definitely put him in the freezer, but I didn't. Not that time. So next time I might save one. We have all of it. Just depends on where you're at. I got you. Yeah, we have the biggest thing we have now. Me and my neighbor's been talking is armadillos. They are popping up. Been popping up for 2 years now. Last September, I seen one across the road. I was coming home from Mary's house when we was dating, and there was one. And of course, I had no gun in the fucking truck. I had my pistol. I should have shot him with my pistol, but I thought maybe he just stayed there like a possum, and I'd get my rifle or shotgun and come back. Well, he was gone, and my neighbor seen me out there with a spotlight, so he drove out there because his chicken farm down there. He didn't know what was going on, and he caught me, and I said, well, there's a fucking armadillo out here. And we talked about it since then a few times, and we seen him. He said he's seen two coming home because he's forestry. Seen two, and he said they're around. Like, it's gonna, get bad. And I said, I wonder what they do. Like, if they get a hold of a chicken, or he does coon hunting, I wonder what his dogs will do. I want to shoot one so bad. See what it does. Hold 22 long rifle, one shot to the head. See if that. Because possums, you never know. I've shot possums before, right in the head with a pellet gun, drop them. I've shot possums in the head with a 22, and they keep on freaking going. You just have to empty the whole damn mag. Don't know much about them, yeah. The only thing we know about them is they carry leprosy, whatever that disease, but they dig holes. And that's what he was saying. He's like, they dig holes, and my parents have horses. He's like, if they dig holes in there and your horse, falls in it, like, you're gonna have a broken leg. He's like, we don't need that in the fields, going out in the fields checking the crops, and have a freaking hole. You don't want that. And I wonder if they bite or anything, but if I see one, I'm shooting them. And I talked to my mother last week about bears. You're not supposed to kill the bears. I said, I promise you right now, if I shine the light and there's a fucking bear out here, I'm emptying the fucking mag. 30 rounds, 10 rounds, I don't care. He's done. And there's bears around here. Of course, they won't admit it. Same thing. I've seen mountain lions around here before. DNR won't fucking admit any of that shit. But I'm like, I seen the cougars, and I seen a pregnant black one before, and there's people have seen them. There's actually videos of the damn bears with the cubs a couple years ago, not that far away from here. So, and my brother, he's a big hunter, and all the times he's in the stands and stuff, like the only thing he's ever seen is possums and coyotes and stuff. And he's like, I'll never shoot a possum with an arrow again because he's a big bow hunter. He's like, if I have a rifle, I'll pop his ass, but I'm not messing with taking the air out of damn possum. I said, well, it's cool to do once, but don't do it again. He's like, I've never seen a fucking mountain lion. And I said, well, they here. I'm not the only one that's freaking seen them. And I was like, I've seen them right on the damn front porch. Come home from school one day. I was in college, tech school. And you get that eerie feeling something's in your back of the skull, back, and you turn around, and it looks like a dog at the wood line. We had 3 big, huge cypress trees at the time. And I thought it was, just a dog. And I was like, well, it's probably not our dog, because our dogs don't get out, and no one's home. I said, it's just a dog. Might have got hit by a car or whatever. He stood up, kept on standing up. I'm like, holy shit, he was bigger than my pit bull. And her belly dragged the ground, and she was a pregnant cat. Huge pregnant cat. I ran in, grabbed a rifle, ran out. It was gone. No pictures on deer cams anywhere. I told everyone down the road. People was like, oh yeah, we see it all the time. A black lady that drives down here in the mornings, taking care of some old folks at the time. She's like, I see that cat all the time. There's a couple of them. I said, oh shit, thanks for telling us. So, I was right there. It's deer. Deer. The deer is crazy. The last possum I killed, he ran from me, and I just let him run until I caught him through the thick of the woods out there by the pond. And we literally ran up on like 3 deer sleeping, and they jumped. I'm like, oh shit! I didn't even see them. I was so focused on the possum. Those little ones, I don't want a deer chasing me down in the middle of the night. I told my brother and I told my wife this. I said, if we ever get hungry, just walk out there at night and I'll fucking end them. Supposedly some big cats near my place in Tennessee. Yeah, definitely up there. Wouldn't doubt it. They won't admit anything down here because no one's ever killed any down in this area. As close as we about 2 hours away from the beach, about 3 hours away from the mountain. So kind of in the middle of the state. But to my knowledge, they never admitted it. And there's tons of people up and down this road that's seen them. And again, they have video proof of the bears, but they don't talk about it. And of course, you're not supposed to kill them if you see them. Bullshit. I'll mount them on the damn wall. There's a lot of big things. The story's always been there's big catfish at the dam, at the lake. You just can't get them. The stories years ago, Some divers went down there to do repairs on the lake, and there's big catfish, like bigger than them, down there in the swamp end of it. And I said I wouldn't fucking doubt it. No one can go down there, and if you fish down there, and it's just gonna pop the line because them catfish are probably over 100 pounds. You know, so I wouldn't doubt it at all. I do know we have some big ass frogs in the pond though. We haven't had those, and now we have them. And no snakes. I haven't seen any snakes in that pond. I miss running hounds for stuff. Yeah. My neighbor, he has 3 dogs. Well, 2 of them are technically young. I went over there and talked to him the other night about corn, about going in the fields and getting corn. But he has a good dog. I think he's like 3 years old now. And he said that dog will jump out. That dog's all business. But that dog comes over here and gets off his chain or something. Comes over here, he's the nicest dog you ever fucking meet. Friendly as hell. I was like, okay, go back home. Go back to your dad. He doesn't do nothing to the chickens. He's never caused a problem, but he's like, he catches a coon, he knows what the fuck to do. I'm like, oh, that's good. That's good. I have a beagle mixed. My dog, only he does is try to run the cats up the thing and then run to me and get pets and look for treats because he's a lazy fuck. I never got into running dogs. People used to run, dogs for deer all the time. I don't agree with that personally. No. I got 3 that are a pain in my ass. And I've had the oldest one, he's almost maybe 12 very soon. 12, 9, and 7. And then she has a dog that's at her parents' house. It's the same as it's 11 years old. But there was 3 pit bull mixes um, for free on Craigslist, not that far away. And I said, if I had the place for them and bring them here and let them protect the chickens, like I would. But I don't have the place to set them up. And my mother would fucking put a bullet in my head if I got more dogs. Even though she doesn't take care of my dogs. That's the crazy thing. My brother, he got a black lab a few months ago. That thing's fucking 50-some, 60 pounds now. And I'm like, you're never home. He's never at his house. His girlfriend's not going to take care of the dogs. He's like, I'm going to train it to be a duck dog. I'm like, yeah. My black lab was his dog when we was teenagers. And I took it over like after 8 months because he didn't want to deal with it. My little Pitty, he's a good boy. All my dogs are fixed though. Definitely him. He had to be fixed because he wanted to be mean. I got him fixed at like 6 months old. But they both 100 and some pounds. And Jack's probably like a 50 pounder. I switched their feed, so they've been getting wet food, biscuits, and then trash supply food. How many babies you still have? And what was that? All that bullshit with the animal control or whatever. Dog police. Got 5. Damn. We have about 1,000 cats out of 8. I trade you some cats. I'll send you 50 cats for a dog if you want that. I'll do that deal. My mom will do that deal in a heartbeat. There's so many cats around here, and all the kittens, of course, get friendly. I took care of a couple males not that long ago. Actually, I took my wife, took her to the doctor one morning because she was sick. I said, we're going to the doctor right now, let's go. We came back, and that male cat that I've been trying to get rid of for a little while, he was just sitting right at the ditch, and I pulled out my rifle, popped his ass twice, left him right there. Vultures ate him up the next day. His skull, no lie, big as that. The warden was actually pretty cool. If they can kill ours, you have a deal. What is it? What? If they can kill ours, you have a deal? I don't know what that means. Rats. I got you. I was trying to think. Rats. If they can kill rats, you have a deal. Yeah, I bet they would. I was still in so my house is like right here, and my neighbor's house is right there, and the chickens go over there, and I don't want all the chickens to go over there, but there's like 3 or 4 that always go over there, and where his forestry truck is, they go under there, because he usually has it parked there for like a week or so until he needs it, for forestry. And me and my mom we was arguing one day, and I was fixing the weed eater, and we was discussing our argument over the whole day, because we are like oil and water. And I bought her weed eater to weed it around the house, and I couldn't get the fucking string to work, and I was getting pissed. But they was over there, and my big rooster was over there, and they started crackling and making noise, and they killed a chicken snake about yay big, 8 inches, 9 inches long, and probably within 20 minutes, him, another rooster, and 3 hens ate the whole fucking thing. And I seen him a couple of days later, and I said, so Monday, the chickens was over there, and they killed a snake right there by your truck. He's like, how big was he? I said, about 6, 7 inches. He's like, shit. He's like, I came back from forestry a couple of days before that, like that Saturday. There was a 7-foot chicken snake laying right there. He's like, took out the shotgun and blew his head off. I said, well, you got the mommy, I got the babies. I said, there's probably plenty more, but they got one just about a week ago, a little red one. They picked them up and ran around with them. And my neighbor said, this is protein. Like, the eggs are going to be more delicious. I'm like, fuck yeah. I told him when we was talking about it, I said, I don't want him to go over there and mess with your shit. And he's like, they're going to eat more bugs, whatever. He's like, I just don't want my dogs to get them. I said, well, I told them if the dogs fuck with them, whatever. And his little pug's the only one that really wants to mess with the chickens anyway. And pug ain't going to do nothing. But we don't have any, well, we have a lot of cats, but we don't have a rat problem. There's only, to my memory, only one rat we ever had in the shed. It's a carport is what it is. And now it's the full chicken shed, but the chicken shed was like attached or, built into it. And that's where my granddad left the bush hog. And there was one rat. He lifted it up and pulled out. Me and my brother had BB guns, and we shot it. And then my granddad shot it with the gas BB gun, and that thing, I mean, he folded up, and he was a big rat. And but the only thing we have now is possums around here, and I kill them every chance I fucking get. And every now and then you might see a field mice or something pop out, but usually it's not a big deal. Moles, usually my beagle actually will dig the hell out of moles. So I'm surprised where I was the other day picking the corn. I filled the little trailer up. I'm surprised there was no snakes. Like, I had to get under the tree and move shit around. I was waiting for a rattle to happen or something in that ditch. I think where I'm going to go maybe tomorrow, it might be a better shot of finding some snakes. But I'm going to try to be careful if I can. Hopefully find one so I can shoot it. Oh. The crazy thing, I've been tired all week. My sleep schedule was all fucked up, and I slept last night. I went to bed like 11. Slept all night. So I actually got better than today. I didn't eat good today though. I'm cutting, so I'm not eating until after 1. And I only ate like 10 chicken nuggets, and then I ate a little dinner, and dealt with the kids, and then came outside and went back in, and just it's been a day. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's just been a fucking day. But I did clean the kitchen up. The kitchen looks pretty spotless, way better than it did. Right now there's some plates and stuff from dinner, but everything else is picked up. My biggest thing now is fix my office and move my laptop and printer in one section. All I need is another cord or like a power strip, and I'll be good to go to set it there maybe. I might move that desk on the other side of the wall. My wife found a printer on the side of the road for free and said it worked. I put it up. We played with it and scanned it. It works fine. The other day I needed to print stuff off for work. It took me an hour to download software on that fucking thing. Finally started printing stuff. It works fine. I got ink for it. Free printer. I said if it works 6 months, it'd be great. Next time, I think printers are like $50. I'll get a wireless one because this one has to be connected. But I said it prints. I'm not gonna get another one. It'll be fine for what I'm doing, printing 3 or 4 things a month at most. I do need to type up some stuff the next few days. I've been promising the kids that I've been doing that. I've just been putting it off, but I'll eventually do it. Oh. Nice. Yeah, free stuff's always the best. That's what all that corn I've been trying to get, but I don't know about up in Pennsylvania, how the corn's doing up there. Usually, according to my neighbor, um, corn is like usually 170 bushels per acre. Right now, they are getting 30 bushels per acre. He picked 2 fields the other day, or within a couple days. The one field, the 80-acre field, was the big one. The big field was 25 bushels per acre. The smaller field, which was like 25 acres, was about 50 bushels per acre. And we had a six weeks of nothing, no rain. So I picked a good bit of corn. I'm gonna do the edges maybe tomorrow, and hopefully find some they missed and find some piles of corn that I can get, and fill some bags up. But I did talk to the feed store owner yesterday, and they sell deer corn $10 a bag for 50 pounds and $11 a bag for on the cob. And I was like, that's $3-4 cheaper than Tractor Supply. I use all this corn, try to buy it from them, save a little bit of money. You need to go back to the small time farms. It's more controlled. Yeah, it is. My plan next year is to plow a little bit bigger on the back side of the garden, and I try to plant sweet corn. I planted 4 rows of sweet corn. The drought, nothing. So I have to get another hose and rig something up out there to make sure they get water, because I really wanted to grow sweet corn and like fill the freezer up with sweet corn. But I mowed it down like a month ago, and I tilled it in. I mowed it down, and then I cleaned the chicken pen out, and then I tilled it all in because it was really wet and nasty and had a lot of rotten eggs all in there. So I just tilled it all in the ground, and my plan is to plant corn again there, and corn and hopefully sunflowers, but the deer ate all my sunflowers this year. So, and the sun killed the rest. So, the only corn I got was like four or five pieces of Indian corn. So I'll save all them seeds and grow them next year. Eat the deal. Yeah, I was so mad. I sent a picture to the group chat. I was so mad. I went out there that morning and got in my truck to go to the scrapyard, and they was about, a foot tall or whatever, and all the tops was eating right off. Oh, I was so mad. So I tilled it all in that day and planted watermelon in that section, and I got like 10 watermelon. So it wasn't a total waste technically, that section of property, but I was mad because I bought a pack of sunflowers off eBay or off Amazon, different colors, and I wanted to do it and show the kids different colors, and like save all the seeds, and then of course I feed a lot. I save some and then I feed the rest to the chickens. And shit, oh, I'm just pissed off. But in the garden, they didn't go in the garden, so next year I'll fix it up really good. And then if they fuck with me, I'll put a bullet in their fucking head. Yeah. There's a lot of deer out here. You shine the light sometimes. There's 10, 20, 30. I mean, there's a shitload of deer. Like I said, my brother's a big deer hunter. He hunts here, and he has a place where he hunts. Property he rents, but it's never been a thing for me. I'm not going to get up in the morning and go out. And if I want to shoot a deer, I can go out there in the morning, pop one sleeping a little doe. But we got our freezer's full right now. We can barely fit up freaking ice cream in the freezer with the chicken and the sales we got on beef. So we've been slowly eating all. We got a lot of pork chops too. Slowly eating all that. We need another freezer. That's the next thing I need to purchase is put a freezer out there in the shed. Alright, man. You have a good night. I'll talk to you later, man. I'll probably sign off eventually. Maybe. If I ever finish this cigar. Oh, this lighter was at Dollar Tree for $1.25. I thought that was the coolest little thing. I bought one, and I bought another one, and I lost this blue one, but I lit the little wood around the trees today with that, and that worked really good for that pine straw. Yeah, I never seen those lighters before. Um, in Dollar Tree, and those yesterday. I'll tell you the name of it in a second. It's called Crocs. Crocs lighter, and it's a picture of an alligator on the package. But they have a blue one. They have different colors, of course. But I don't know how far I am into it. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even mess with it at all. I've been playing with that lighter all day today. Lit all the fires with it. It didn't even do anything to it yet. But for $1.25, fuck yeah. Mm. They have a cigar at the cigar shop, and I want to try it eventually. It's called Big Hen, and it's like a stub cigar. It's like 4 inches at most, but it's fat. Like it's a fat fucking cigar. Sorry, gang sign. It's a fat cigar, and I want to try it because there's a picture of a chicken on it. I thought it was cool, but I think this one's pretty smooth. I mean, it's a little mild, but the bone crusher, the bone shaker, I think it's called. That one scares me a little bit. It's gonna be tough. Good thing you don't ingest these, or I'd be sicker than hell. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, my knee's starting to hurt. Slowly and surely. I think what I'm going to do when I finish all this, I'm going to go take a shower and make me a sandwich. Because I haven't ate really anything today. It's so nice out. It rained a little bit this morning. It sprinkled a little bit around 1 o'clock when we came in. I changed the kids because they were smoky and dirty. And I made them lunch. And I changed myself, and then it went away. The rain went away and the sun came out and the wind stopped. It's really nice. Two people in here. Let's see what time it is. I just see in the group chat, thank you TLR for telling them I'm live. Like an hour ago or so. Well, I think I'm gonna sign off. I think this cigar is about done. Puff it a few more times. And yeah, I'm gonna try to sleep a little bit, maybe in the morning. And then the lawn don't need to be mowed. I don't think it does. It can wait. So I'm not gonna probably mow it. And then probably go pick corn, burn, go to the trash dump, hopefully get more free stuff. I've got some more wood yesterday. The only things I got at the trash dump, they had nothing for me, and except some wood, so I had to jump in there and grab some pieces of wood out of it. So hopefully they had a lot of stuff come in for me, and yeah, that's that. Yeah, you have a good night too, man. I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. I'm gonna end it now. Bye.